Hello, our dear mystery lovers. Welcome to our channel, Two to Tarot. My name is Natasha.
And my name is Dina.
And today we have a very special deck for you. We're going to be doing an unboxing of the Slavic Legends Tarot deck. And now this is special because you cannot buy this on Amazon. Dina has ordered this from Poland. And so it came all the way from Poland to us. And we are very excited to see the inside of this beautiful tarot deck.
Yes, this tarot deck, according to what we know, was inspired by Slavic legends, fairy tales, and it was hand-drawn by Magdalena Kachan. So we are hoping that it will be something fantastic.
Yes. So we'll be opening it up. If you guys have any comments or requests, please let us know in the comments. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe for more.
Okay, so let's start.
Yes, well, the Slavic Legends Tarot. And right off the bat, I can see that I like how it's the shape of a book. It's made to look like a book with a little
Like a book of the fairy
bookmark.
tales.
Yeah. It's very nice.
The elemental. Oh, it's like it's the introduction of other decks, as far as I understand. The
Okay.
Elemental Wisdom Tarot is the same producer. So let's look at the back of the box. So here is the production of Taroteka Studio, right? So this is I think that this first card is the presentation of the previous deck that this company made,
Okay, so
produced.
it's a very nice sturdy box. There's a magnetic clasp to keep it closed so it doesn't just open up. And yeah, good quality. And so this is the deck.
The Elemental Wisdom Tarot.
So
It's not the deck itself, right?
No. I like that there's a gold trim. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but it's nice gold trim. This is the Elemental Tarot that you were...
The first card.
Yeah.
And this is the World of Visions Tarot, another deck.
Okay.
So this is probably the beginning of our deck.
So, it's
So the Fool, right? The first card
and
is
this
the
is
Fool.
what the back looks like. I'll just show you that. The Fool. Beautiful.
So the major arcana go first, right? The Magician looks like a Polish szlachcic. So it's a nobleman. In Poland, the noblemen were called szlachta.
Okay.
The High Priestess. The Empress. The Emperor. The Hierophant looks not like the High Priest, but rather like the person responsible for the pagan cults. The Lovers. Right now, this is the time when people try to find their best half, right? And these flower crowns were put into the rivers. So you put this flower crown into the river, and the flow brings it to young men who pick them up, and then the girl can recognize who took her flower crown.
So these are all, would you say, fairy tales?
No, it's not the fairy tale, it's tradition.
All
It's
traditional stuff.
Yes, traditional Slavic stuff.
So when you refer to Slavic legends, it's traditions and
this is the tradition how to
stories.
find a mate, actually. Right now, this is the exact time when people are trying to find a mate, because there are many holidays, celebrations, Oh, look at this wonderful woman. It's the chariot. This is Baba Yaga. I believe this is Baba Yaga. And she used a mortar as a vehicle. Also, unlike her European counterparts, I mean Western European counterparts, she uses a broom not like a vehicle itself, but like a paddle. So mortar is her main vehicle, let's say like a boat, while the broom is a paddle.
Strength.
Strength. You remember that in other card decks, the strength is usually accompanied by a lion. Here is the European bison. The fact is that Poland and Belarus are the last locations where the European bison survived. The hermit, very nice. I think that this is the spirit of forest.
Yeah.
A very beautiful wheel of fortune. Very beautiful wheel of fortune. This is the, as far as I understand, this is the tool in order to spin yarn,
Yeah.
right? How do we call it? The wheel that helps us to spin the yarn. Spindle, okay. So very
Maybe
nice,
that,
very interesting solution for this particular card. Justice. You know, actually, I don't know any fairy tales or legends that stand behind this image, but I'm sure that it's also something traditional.
It's beautiful.
The Hanged Man. Looks like Ukrainian. This is the traditional Ukrainian warrior.
Okay.
Oh, very, very interesting interpretation of death. You know, it looks so beautiful because there is a goddess of death, Morana, or like I think Polish call her Morjana. So it's very close to the French word mort, Morana. So this is, I think that this is that very lady, the goddess of death. Temperance. I don't know any fairy tale or legend that stands behind it. Like we see the same idea as in the traditional cards, like when the flows of water are distributed.
I know this from the, it's from Studio Ghibli, the animation studio.
The magical deer.
Yeah. So it's probably inspired by this stuff too, like
okay, maybe yes, because like any fairy tales are useful, right, for inspiration. The devil. Cool. I don't know like any kind of fairy tale behind this.
The tower.
The tower. You know, it looks like a Viking for me.
Okay.
More like a Viking. I don't see any Slavic background here. But anyways, the card is very beautiful. The star.
Beautiful.
All the cards are very beautiful.
They really
so
are.
Beautiful.
The art is wonderful. The illustrator is a real talent.
Yes, so the moon. The moon is also very beautiful. The sun is very optimistic.
And everybody has horns, huh? All the characters have horns.
Judgment, right? The world. Okay, so our major arcana have finished, right? So here we have the suits. The first is the suit of wands.
Okay.
The ace of wands. Two of wands.
And so these cards are also very nice. Each one has their own illustration, you know, for The suits, often you'll just see a symbol maybe once, twice, 3 times or whatever, but this has the fully illustrated cards for each.
3 of Wands, 4 of Wands, beautiful. 5 of Wands, dragons, okay. 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands.
It's a phoenix.
Again, another Ukrainian warrior. 9 of Wands. Very interesting interpretation. 10 of Wands. An old woman with a burden.
Yeah.
Right? This is what it exactly means. Page of Wands, a young guy.
And the sunflowers.
Sunflowers. Queen of Wands. King of Wands. Knight of Wands. The order is different because usually Knight goes before Queen, but it's okay.
Yeah.
At least we have everything.
Yeah.
The first suit is done, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Good. The
Now
next
cups.
one is cups. Ace of Cups.
Very nice.
2 of Cups. Oh, beautiful mermaids. 3 of Cups. 4 of Cups. 5 of Cups. 6 of Cups. 7 of Cups.
And I like all the little illustrations. On
Very
the cups.
beautiful.
It's
You know,
really
it's
nice.
such a beautiful art. But you know, I see that actually it repeats the traditional decks.
Yeah.
It's not so different from what we see in other decks.
No, but because the art is so nice.
The art
it's
is very
unique.
beautiful, unique. Yes, the
Yeah.
art is unique, but the ideas are more or less the same.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is like lion is replaced by a bison. It's cool. It's interesting. 8 of Cups. I know these fairy tales. The fairy tale written by Pushkin. It's not the actually. It's not the folk Slavic fairy tale, but it's well known across the Slavic countries. Can you go back, Natasha?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is 9 of Cups, right? You know, it's a very famous fairy tale written by Pushkin, where a woman, a poor peasant woman, lived with her husband, fisherman, for 33 years in poverty, and then once he caught a fish who was a magician, and she said that she can give a very, very good ransom for her life. But the poor guy, poor fisherman, was not greedy, so he just released the fish. When he came back and told this story to his wife, she was very angry, and she demanded him to come back and to ask for at least a trough. He went to the fish. He asked for a new trough. When he came back, his wife was even angrier and required for a new hut. Then she required to become a noble woman. Then she required to become a queen. Finally, she decided to become the owner of the ocean. And when the poor man expressed this last request, the magician, the fish, returned everything to its initial point.
Wow.
When the fisherman came back to his wife, he saw her not as a queen, not as a noble woman, but as a poor old woman sitting near her broken trough. So this is the very famous fairy tale, but it's not a folk fairy tale. It's a fairy tale written by a particular person, by
What is
Pushkin.
the title of the fairy tale?
The fairy tale about the fisherman and the golden fish. Ten of Cups. Page of Cups.
Okay, so the knight
so
is
the
in the right
order is
order.
correct. Yeah. Knight of Cups. Queen of Cups. Beautiful. King of Cups. And we see that this suit relates to the water. It's correct. The previous suit, the ones, relates to the fire. And we saw that element of fire very clearly, right, across the suit.
Wands, yeah.
And the next suit is swords. Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. You know, I think that we see a lot of feather here because this suit relates to air, to the element of air, right? And the author of the deck wants to show, to represent air through the wings, right? Because birds are the inhabitants of the air. Three of Swords. Hibernating bear. Four of Swords. Right, it's a very interesting interpretation. Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. Ten of Swords. Page of Swords. Knight of Swords. Oh, again, Polish nobleman with the wings. This is their traditional military form, uniform, so to say. They put the wings in order to frighten their enemies.
Wow.
It's not the imagination. It's the real uniform of the Polish nobleman.
So it's perfect for this suit.
In the 17th century.
Queen of Swords.
Queen of Swords. King of Swords. Okay, we've done with this suit. Very, very beautiful cards. Finally, coins, pentacles, ace of coins, two of coins, three of coins, four of coins, five of coins, six of coins, seven of coins, eight of coins, nine of coins. This is that very picture that we had on the box. Nine of coins, 10 of coins, page of coins, knight of coins, queen of coins, and king of coins. Natasha, what do you think? I'm very satisfied with this deck. I see
am
that
too.
this is so beautiful, and actually it represents all the key ideas that other cards, traditional decks represent, right? So it will be very easy to use this deck even for a beginner. Very
And-
nice, very, very beautiful design, and suitable both for beginners and for the advanced tarot readers.
And also what I like about it is how it's related to the legends, the Slavic legends, which is the title, of course, but you know, they have meaning. There's stories, like you were telling the Pushkin story. Like learning about this deck and studying it some more, I'm looking forward to learning more about Slavic stories, Slavic traditions.
And you know, even Slavic traditional costumes, because we've seen, I mostly saw Ukrainians and Polish people here. Like, I can imagine how and also Russian as well.
Right.
So I saw that here Russians, Ukrainians, and Poles are represented.
So, for example, what he is wearing here.
You know, I think, you know, it's Ukrainian. I think that it's closer to Ukrainian. And also fern. Fern has a very, very special meaning. Fern, I like the fern on this card because, you know, there is a tradition that during one magical night you can go to the forest and you can find fern in blossom. We know that fern does not have flowers, but this is such a legend that if you are able to find the fern in blossom, you will be rich like no other. You will be able to find treasures everywhere. But it's a very rare moment, and if you go there to the forest, the devils will prevent you from finding it and from picking this flower up. So fern has also very, very significant meaning for the Slavic folklore. And also, you know, it has something realistic. There is something realistic behind this fairy tale, behind this legend, because actually in the old forest that is shared by Poland and Belarus, there is a type of fern that gives this luminescent effect in the night. So there is, like, it's not blossoming, but it's like you can see it in the night.
Okay. So, an apt illustration of the Fool for this, do you think?
Because many people who try to find this beautiful magical flower are fools, actually, right? Everybody wants to find this flower. Everybody has this desire to go into the forest in the darkness and to find this flower, to be rich and to be able to find gold and money everywhere.
Yeah, so you will learn a little bit more if you don't know anything about Slavic legends when you use these cards, but it's also a universal symbol. So for people who are just familiar with tarot symbols, you'll also be able to use this no problem. So it's a great deck. It's beautiful. It's lovely.
Very beautiful.
Yeah.
I hope it will bring us a lot of joy. When we'll practice our layouts, it will bring us a lot of joy.
Thank you so much for buying this deck, Dina. We'll include a link in our description from where you bought it. So if anyone watching wants to buy it as well, they can. And until next time.
Until next time.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you for watching us.